Alright everybody, welcome back to another turn of Operation Zipper. This is going to be turn 16 for the Soviets, January of 1944. No housekeeping left to address, let's jump straight into it with the CCP turn. They have 12 to spend, and they're going to spend it all 12 on 2 cavalry and 2 infantry, clearing their bank. Onto our combat movement phase, we are gonna give it a go. We're going to be attacking the 106 in Hunan with everything in Shantung, medium armor from Hopei, 1 infantry, and an artillery from Szechuan. And additionally, we're going to be declaring an attack into Kwangtung of 7 infantry and a medium tank from Yunnan, and 2 cavalry, all cavalry, not infantry, and 2 cavalry from Xikang, for a total of 9 cavalry and 1 medium tank. And that is going to be all of the combats declared. So I guess let's go ahead and start rolling them out. We'll roll for this one in Hunan first. I may want to retreat on this one if this one goes very badly. So let's start there. We've got 3 cavalry rolling a first strike at 3. There is a river penalty, but that doesn't apply to artillery. We've got 1 first strike hit. We'll kill a militia. And then we have 14 unboosted infantry. We'll have 3 artillery, 3 boosted infantry, and 14 non-boosted infantry. That's 3 boosted infantry, and then the 3 medium tanks at 5. So here's all our unboosted infantry. These are rolling at 1 with a river penalty. No hits. Tragic. Round 2, or not round 2. The boosted infantry are rolling at 2, with a river penalty, and then we have 3 medium tanks at 5 with a river penalty. 1, 2 hits. Okay, not so bad. And then in defense, oh, that's a hit. That's a 1. So 3 hits total that weren't first strike. Okay. In defense, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. Okay. 5 hits in defense, and they'll lose 3. We'll lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 infantry. We're gonna press. So these are gonna roll with the Browns now. So these are gonna be unboosted infantry at 2. 1 hit. These are gonna be artillery and boosted infantry rolling at 3. 2 hits. And medium tanks at 6, all miss. And then in defense, all at 4. 1, 2 hits. Much better than the last round. Okay, so 2 more infantry, and they lose 3. Okay. Let's go on to round 3, unboosted infantry. 3 hits, boosted infantry and artillery. 4 hits, that's enough to clear it out. Yeah, even more, okay. And then the defending infantry rolling back. 3 more hits, oof, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we've got 4 infantry plus the 3 boosted that survive. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Americans are very happy looking at that. Oh well, it's gonna get us major. Did I only roll 3 medium tanks? I did only roll 3 medium tanks. I'm gonna leave that medium tank out of the battle then. And just move him to Szechuan. Okay. So that's that battle complete. We are gonna roll now for Comintern. We've got 9 infantry, or 9 cavalry rather, rolling at 2 in the mountains, medium tank at 5, 2 defending militia, 3 defending infantry. It's round 1 attack. We got 1 hit in defense. 1 hit. Okay, so we'll lose a cavalry, they lose a militia. Round 2 attack. 2 hits. Defense. 1 hit. Round 3 attack. 1 hit. One hit in return. Alright, so hopefully last round of attack. Tank doesn't want to hit. We do get it anyway with cavalry. And then defense. No hit. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cavalry survive. And with that, CCP is a major power with 14 IPP of income. They're going to place their medium factory in Manchuria. Sadly, no more recruit rolls. Okay, so let's move on to our non-combat movement phase. Now that that's all settled, we'll have the medium tank that missed out on this combat moving to Szechuan, joined by 4 infantry and 3 artillery from Hopei. We've got 1 infantry in Beiping moving up into Rihe, and that's going to be all of our non-combat movements. With that, we can go ahead and place our buys and collect income. We'll place a cavalry and an infantry in Rihe, and we'll do a cavalry in Sikang. Yeah, and an infantry in Szechuan. Alright, and then we'll collect income. We have a base now of 14 plus the 2 brings us to 16, and CCP is done. Move on to the Soviet Union. We'll start with the tech rolls. We'll be rolling for advanced mech infantry, jet fighters, LRA, and strategic rockets. Miss on mech, hit on jet fighters. That's one we needed. Hit on LRA, and a miss on rockets. I'm okay with that outcome. On to diplomacy, we'll be rolling for Ireland and Sweden. Both hitting on a 2 or less, both miss. Over to our purchases, we have 69 to spend. We'll be spending it all. We'll have 4 advanced artillery, 2 Katyushas, 4 infantry, 1 airborne, 6 militia, and 2 militia upgrades, and lend-leasing a fighter to CCP. Also starting construction on an airbase. Okay, onto our combats. We've got a fair few. From southern Iraq, we'll be taking Transjordan for free. From eastern Anatolia, we'll have an infantry attacking Karadanets, joined by an airborne from Transcaucasia, and a fighter from northern Iraq. 1, 2. We'll have the rest of the 98th here. That's 4 infantry, 2 artillery, and a medium tank attacking Ankara. We'll have medium bomber from western Ukraine flying 1, 2, 3, and strategic bombing the rail connection between Bulgaria and Istanbul. There'll be at least 1 damage there. We've got an airborne in western Ukraine boarding a strategic bomber and flying 1, 2, 3, taking Bohemia. 4, 5, 6 is going to return. We've got an airborne in East Poland taking Dolnoslawski, joined by the 1st Armor in western Ukraine. 10 T-34s, 2 medium armor, 2 light armor, 2 self-propelled artillery, 2 Katyushas, and also 5 motor infantry towing 5 artillery are also joining that stack. We've got the rest of the army in Lubelski. That should be... Where are they? Ah, here they are. 7 infantry and an airborne attacking Warsaw, joined by 2 fighters and a tactical bomber from western Ukraine. 1 infantry from Lubelski is taking West Poland for free. This one's taken for free too. And we're going to be mapping in A13 with our seaplane. And I think that's all. So with that, we can go ahead and start rolling things out. We will start in the Middle East. We've got Karadanets with an infantry at 1 in mountains, airborne at 2 in the mountains, fighter at 6, defending militia at 2. Round 1. We do get a hit and nothing on defense. With that, Ankara is surrounded. Moving on to Ankara, we have a 2 first strike artillery rolling at 2 in the mountains. Both miss. We do have a first strike defense rolling at 2 with a surrounded city penalty. That's also a miss. The rest of the attack has 2 unboosted infantry, 2 boosted infantry, and 1 medium tank. No hits. Tragic. And in defense, we've got a militia at 1 and an infantry at 3. Just 1 hit. Okay, infantry's dead. Now these are all rolling at 2. Alright, so round 2 we'll have 1s, 2s, and a 5. Nothing. 1, 2, 3. 1 more hit. Another infantry dead. I'm gonna press for another round anyway. All at 2, and then the medium tank at 5. 1 hit in defense. 1, 2, 3. All misses. Okay, so we'll be killing just 1 unit. I'll leave it up to the veteran to decide. I imagine it's the cavalry, but I don't know for sure. I'll just leave a note. Alright, with that we'll move on to Bulgaria. We'll have a D6 of bombing damage on a result of 1. There's only 1 damage. Any other result, that's any other result. 2 damage applied to that rail. Oop. And we have the medium bomber flying to western Ukraine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We do have Warsaw also surrounded now after the free combats in western Poland and Dolnoslawski. So we've got 8 infantry class rolling at 2. One of those is an airborne, but not conducting an airborne assault. 1 hit there. We've got 2 fighters and a tactical bomber. We do get a target select, but it doesn't matter with another hit. And then in defense, we have a militia at 1, 2 infantry at 3. No hits. Round 2. We do get our hit, and he does not. So Warsaw is taken at no loss. And the aircraft there are going to land back in western Ukraine. We've got an infantry. Well, now we're ready to move on to the non-combat movement phase, and we'll have an infantry from Bessarabia marching into western Ukraine. We'll have 3 subs from M7 moving over to M6, 1 sub and 1 coastal sub from M7 to M4. We'll have 1 airborne from Syria to eastern Anatolia. Those 2 are dead. 1 infantry from Azerbaijan to eastern Anatolia. 1 infantry from Transcaucasia to eastern Anatolia. Militia from North Caucasia to Transcaucasia. We'll have a fighter that did not participate in anything from western Ukraine being railed to Chita. A mechanized infantry from Smolensk being railed into western Ukraine. They're going to be joined by all these units in Kyiv, just going right over to Western Ukraine. I'm gonna have to make this task force marker bigger. But this will do for now. Militia from Smolensk into northern Belarus. I didn't roll a seaplane rating. It's an even die roll, unless I'm mistaken. No damage. That seaplane's gonna land back in Leningrad. One infantry from Leningrad is gonna be railed to Helsinki. That's all over here. We've got everything in Manchuria moving to join our Chinese friends in Rihi. That's going to include the medium bomber too. Yeah, that's going to do it. And with that, we can get on to our placement phase. Go ahead and place our buys, collect our income. Keep forgetting income, so let's go ahead and do that first. 67 is our base. We get 3 for propaganda and 1 from diplomacy. That leaves us at 71. This airfield is going to be started in Soviet Far East. We've got 2 advanced artillery in Cheetah as well. Fighter being lend-leased to Cheetah to Manchuria. And we'll do a militia upgrade in Transcaucasia. Do a militia in southern Iraq. 2 Katyushas, 2 advanced artillery in western Ukraine, 2 infantry and an airborne in western Ukraine, militia and a militia upgrade in Helsinki, 2 militia, 2 infantry in Leningrad, 1 militia in Bessarabia, and the last militia in southern Finland. And that should be all of our placements. So with that, we can pass things back over to Mufui for Japan. So we will leave things there and say best of luck on your next rolls.